Welcome to today's culture class. Today you will take a look on German and French culture. Therefore, we will use Hofstede's dimensions. I'm sure you already get in touch with Hofstede's dimensions during your studies. However, let's shortly remember them. So we have first, power distance, examining the relationship between employees and employers. Second, individuality, so is it I or we? And third, uncertainty avoidance and how risk is handled. Further, we examine masculinity, asking the question if we tend to be more competitive or do we care more about the consensus. In the fifth dimension, we cover time orientation, so long versus short-term orientation. And does anybody of you know the last dimension? Yes, Steve, indeed. It is about having fun, social norms and restrictions. The dimension is named indulgence. Let's directly start with the first dimension. Germany is one of the low-scoring countries in power distance, meaning that people are highly involved and have extensive determination rights. They participate directly in meetings and as a result, expertise in a specific subject is one of the most important factors in leadership. And how does it look in France? What do you think? No, Christine, it's not the same as in Germany. Actually, France is even a high-scoring country in this dimension as they are really dependent on authorities. In French businesses, inequality in terms of power and responsibility is practically accepted, and therefore power is much more centralized. Let's come to individuality. Germans are typically very individual and have strong tendency for self-realization. They are very honest and direct. You will learn that once your employer or colleague is a German. Linda, you want to say something? Oh yes, we can add that to the list. Like Linda said, Germans concentrate on just a few people around them, to whom they are loyal and feel responsible for. This circle is not that easy accessible. France is on the same level here. Similar to Germans, French are very focused on family and close friends. In companies, they show formal respect to their bosses, but however, they have a slight tendency to revolt and claim for their own benefit. Let's come to uncertainty avoidance. Germans score relatively high here, since they are very detail-oriented. Laws and rules are playing a substantial role, in private as well as in working life. Moreover, their confidence and expertise is among the highest. What do you think? Does France score higher or lower? I'm sorry, Tom, but you're wrong. They score way higher than Germany. French people do really hate surprises. However, this enables them to build very complex technologies, such as planes or cars, for example. Further, it helps them that they are talking a lot with each other, so that they can discuss every detail. The next dimension is masculinity. Let's start again with Germany. They score again relatively high in this dimension. It sounds like a cliche, but Germans are indeed very performance-oriented and their focus relies on work and career. Do you want to add something, Linda? Yes, correct. Status symbols are also part of a masculine country. In Germany, the best example are expensive cars, which is really obvious when you walk across the street. But however, let's also have a look at France. One factor that you should remember is the famous welfare system that we discussed last year in politics class. Furthermore, they have compared to Germany more vacation time and less working hours. They spend more time on lunch and other nice activities, so that it can be stated that they focus a little bit more on enjoying life. Let's come to time orientation. Germany's high score here implicates that they show an ability to adapt their traditions to changing conditions in order to achieve long-term goals. This can also be seen in their strong propensity to save and invest. On the other side, France goes close to 60 here, making it pragmatic. In such countries, people believe that truth depends much on situation, context and time. However, similar to Germany, they tend to concentrate more on the achievement of long-term goals. Yes, Steve, this time I agree. Even if the scores are slightly different, Germany and France show very similar characteristics in this dimension. Okay, there's just one more dimension left, indulgence. In terms of this dimension, Germany scores a little bit lower. They think that their life is very restrained by social norms. Moreover, Germans have a tendency to cynicism and pessimism. On the other hand, France scores almost same. Constraints of any type are a popular topic of discussions. As a result, they score relatively low in happiness indices. No, Maria, please be careful with that interpretation. A low score in happiness indices do not necessarily mean that the society is strictly unhappy. It is more that people express themselves to be worried about something more often than others. So finally, let's summarize what we have learned today. Germany seems to be a country in which people are pronouncing their opinion. They tend to be individual, risk-averse, and performance-oriented. Further, they look for long-term goals, but they also see themselves as restrained by social norms. Compared to that, France is more dependent on authority, but they still concentrate on their own goals. They are very detail-oriented, more feminine, and driven by long-term achievements. Nevertheless, also in France, constraints and social restrictions are often topic of discourse. That's it for today. Thank you guys for participating. And for next time, please think about some ways to approach cultural differences between Germany and France in practice.